Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a different kind of video for you. Today we're talking all about the Me Too movement and my personal experience with sexual harassment at charity auctions. So if you want to hear about that, stay tuned. So at many fundraising events where I am the auctioneer, I have been subject to sexual harassment. And because I am on stage and on the microphone, it puts me in this really weird, awkward position where I cannot say exactly what I think because I am typically either usually on the microphone, or B, I'm in the cocktail party kind of area. So it's this really sensitive subject where people are inappropriate, and we'll get into what people say in a little bit. But for me, I feel really awkward and uncomfortable, not because I can't stick up for myself, but because I do not want to jeopardize the relationship that this potential donor has with this nonprofit. So I walk this very fine balance where that night I am the emissary for the nonprofit organization. And if somebody says something inappropriate to me, yes, I should totally speak my mind and say like, hey, that's not appropriate. That made me feel bad. It made me feel awkward. But 9 times out of 10, I am put in a position where I don't feel like I can say this. So I would love your opinion on if I should or should not, but a lot of times I am being judged on my success that evening, and I don't want to set myself up to not have success by kind of pissing off a major donor. So what do people say? What do they do? And by the way, this blue cup is like really bothering me. Hold on. We're moving that. We're gonna put some pretty pictures there. Some pretty flowers. Okay, now that I like changed my background. So here's what happens. And unfortunately I get the same lines all the time. So having a female fundraising auctioneer, a female charity auctioneer, it's not a common sight. We are becoming more and more common in the industry, but typically the auctioneer world used to be like an old boys club. So what do I hear? During the silent auction, cocktail time, when I'm talking to people, you know, what are you gonna bid on? What are you interested in? I always get this look like this, and they like look me up and down. Doesn't happen often when I'm pregnant, but occasionally. And they say, you aren't selling what I want. Or what I want isn't for sale. Which basically means they would like me to prostitute myself for charity, which is disgusting that they even say that out loud and be read like a fundraiser, like, ugh, gross. Recently, pregnant, I went to a fundraising event, and there were some older people in the room, as there typically are, and one older gentleman came up to me as I was talking to another older gentleman and said, hey Sam, is that your baby in there? And then Sam said, these are not their real names, Sam said, oh gee, I hope so, but what I have doesn't work like that anymore. So here I am in the middle of this conversation with two 80-plus-year-old men about like how their junk doesn't work, but they would like it to, so they could impregnate me? Like, I don't understand it. It's really creepy, it's really weird. It's even worse when I'm on the microphone. Things that have been said to me while I'm on the microphone in the middle of the auction is, sell me your underwear, your panties right now, and I'll donate $5,000. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I thought about because, heck, that was an extra $5,000 that he wasn't willing to donate, but then I thought again and said, that's really creepy. People try to touch me. People try to smack my ass. People say things all the time, like, I'll be selling a trip to, we'll just make it up, Mexico, Jamaica, and they'll say, I'll go if you'll come on the trip with me. Now I am married. I wear my wedding band at every auction. auction. Like, and I'm knocked up right now, it's not a secret. But those are just not things that are appropriate, and they're things that make me really uncomfortable. So I would love some suggestions if you have any. I'm like kind of on the hunt for a one-liner where I'm on the microphone, and I always have to make this motion when I'm on the microphone, and somebody says to me, sell me your panties, or do you want me to come on vacation with me, or something else that's totally inappropriate, that I can give them a little quip, a little snippet back that doesn't jeopardize the relationship, and that kind of puts these men in their place. But until I figure that out, unfortunately, I think this is something that just comes with my job, and it kind of sucks. Now, on the back end, I will mention this to the clients and say, look, I don't think I'm gonna work with you again because your guest did not respect me, and it made me feel really uncomfortable. That's a call that they have to make as a nonprofit. Do they want to A, hire me again to like blow their fundraising out of the water? Or do they want to have a conversation with their donor that says, hey, you were really inappropriate with the auctioneer last year, cut it out, which is not the kind of conversation we usually like to have with our donors. The solution that I came up with is, I think that in the auction rules, there should be like, there's usually like 8 or 9, there should be like a 10th rule. And the 10th rule is like, you will not harass the auctioneer. How hard would that be? Let's just add a rule in that says like, be nice to the auctioneer. Don't harass her. Don't say anything inappropriate. She's a person. I think that might help. I don't know how many people actually read the rules, but I think that might help. But if you are a nonprofit donor, and this sounds like something you may have done, apologize, know your place, and don't do it again. I don't want to sit on your lap. I don't want to sell you my underpants. And no, I do not want to go on vacation with you. Come on now. Think about it. Those are inappropriate things to say. And just because I'm in the position of power with the microphone, doesn't mean it doesn't make me feel bad. So that's it. This is my kind of like, I don't really think it qualifies as Me Too, because it's not, but maybe it does. I don't know. It's repetitive. It's very, very similar. Maybe it counts, I don't know. Give me your thoughts, give me your comments. If you have any great one-liners, leave them down below. I would love to know. Put them in the comment box. That's it for this video. I'm not gonna say if you wanna watch more videos like this, let me know, because this is probably gonna be the only one. Usually we do like all things fundraising here, tips and ideas and suggestions for how to make your fundraising successful, and this is just a little bit different. That is it. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and for hearing me, and I look forward to getting some suggestions from you. Bye guys.